truth and honesty. Please goodbye to Biafra. Biafra have any years. You'll be only running around in circles. You can never come. It is the kingdom of heaven itself. You want to do something that is happening in heaven, on earth, for mankind to see and testify to the goodness of the Lord. You have to be of the courage. You have to be without fear in the face of your enemies. If you are without fear before your enemies will run from you. Rather than you running from them, your enemies will run from you. If you speak the truth always, regardless of the consequences, lies will run from you. You must protect those who cannot protect themselves, not to steal from them. I repeat, it is your job as a child of heaven, IPOB family member, to protect those who cannot protect themselves. That is your job. Not to kidnap them, not to rob them. You must be of good conduct. That's Chiku Okike Abia left. If these conditions are not in place, Biafra will not come. Biafra Gahabia. Going to a native doctor, Dibianyanzu cannot save you. If you want Biafra, it doesn't work. We don't believe in that rubbish. Chukwukabiam is our shield and our guide. We don't commune with darkness. I am warning all 17 commanders, all our commanders, we don't commune with the devil. We don't do ordination. We believe in the protection that Chukwukabiam can offer. The weapon you need to protect yourself is your gun and your ammunition. We don't commune with spirit.
Biafra must come. And when Biafra does come, everybody will be free. If Biafra is not free, none of you is going to be free. And that is why I have said it before and allow me to repeat. We have come to set all of you free. And if you allow this nonsense to continue, you'll be sunk. If you have not gotten your Somali visa, go and get it now. Because the zoo is gone. And the hell has arrived.
I am really sorry for the interruption that we had initially. It was just the network just on its own just went haywire. I don't know. And I had to switch off and switch on and then reconnect. I want to welcome you to this live broadcast today. Today is Wednesday, the 26th day of July, 2023. And I'm sorry, I'm coming late today, past 9. This is 9:21 Biafra time. I know all over the nations of the world, we have our time, our time spelled out to us that determines our day. But I want to welcome you. For those of you who have the time to be here, I want to appreciate you for joining. Please, as you join in, like this video and share on all your social media platforms. Most people like watching after the program, but it's good to have you that always dedicate your time to be here, especially when the live broadcast is going on. It's my pleasure, and I'm happy to always have you listen and watch from wherever you're watching. Please like this video at the same time as you watch, and then subscribe to the channel if you have not. We are going to together put our hands together to make sure that we have result. I've begun to see, I just thank God because he gives me this resilient spirit to actually, learn from things, I don't fall out when things happen. I don't drop out when things happen. I don't get weak in my spirit or I don't, begin to. Sorry, I'm looking very dull because I actually knocked off when I got in. So tired, and before I knew it, I knocked off. It has not happened to me before. I just got in and then I knock off. It was so serious on me. And I knock off, and then I woke up and discovered that, wow, it's already late. I have to just quickly come and do the broadcast. I just did 1-2 things and then come up here to broadcast too, so that I can send the message that I have in my heart today. Because as soon as I got up, the topic just changed that I had, and cracking down on all evils to remove the curse from Biafra. It's critical. It's a very deep topic today. I actually wanted to speak on something else, but when I woke up, it just came to my mind, because this nonsense going on around and the behaviors of our people. It's very interesting to find out that people want to get Biafra through a shortcut. They want a shortcut way of getting Biafra. And I want to tell you, if you think that there's a shortcut to Biafra, you're wasting your time. If you think that there is a shortcut to Biafra, a shortcut, you just want to take it somewhere, you just want to behave anyhow, you just want to misbehave, you just want to support evil, you want to support criminality, you will keep finding yourselves killed. You will keep seeing the corpses of Biafrans on the streets. The enemies will continue to use some of us to kill ourselves, as it is happening right now. Look at what Simon Ekpa is doing. Look at what Azuka and Simon Ekpa and his rogue team. Look at what they're doing. Look at what other people who have their gangs and militia are doing. Is this how to fight freedom? Is this how to get your freedom? There are reasonable ways. That was why Mazen Amdekan have suffered all these years. That's why he has been suffering. Because the kinds of people that came around him are people who are not, who don't know what it means to fight for freedom, who are so envious, who are so jealous, who are so self-centered, who are so full of self, don't want to learn. They want to do what comes into their mind. They want to carry out anything that comes. They think Biafra, you think Biafra is just, you think getting a nation is just come and carry guns and move on the streets and talk about Biafra and talk about protests? You think freedom is about just talking about, I want to be free, we must be free, Biafra must be achieved, and then you want when you come to a system, you want to begin to misbehave. You think it's like that, and then you have AK. You think if Biafra is about let's contribute and get AK-47? You think it's going to, if you like, buy the whole AK-47, buy private jets, buy rocket launchers and any other thing, as I say, private jets, and buy rocket helicopter gunships, buy warship. You will not get Biafra unless you are organized. You must be organized and you must be truthful. Because once you allow lies come in, the enemies, those who don't want you to have Biafra, will utilize those people who like lying to destroy what you're doing. And these are the facts that we must look into, and these are the things we must consider. I wonder how we want to really do this thing with the kind of attitude, oh my God, God help me, Lord have mercy. I have come to see some kind of. Good to have you here. Welcome back, dear brother. Yes, my network just took me off and all of that. I have come to see, God has helped me to come into this, and as I said initially, nothing takes me back when I'm into anything. When I'm in anything, takes me out. Nothing takes me out. I only learn from the situation. I only grow my faith. I only increase in my knowledge. Every situation, I don't get the situation. You can't talk me out of Biafra. You can't gossip me out of Biafra. You can't just rubbish me out of Biafra. It's not possible, because will always be, he has brought me into this movement for what you have to do. I have the resilient spirit and I have the clean conscience for Biafra project. I didn't come for Biafra ends. No, I came mission, and that is why I learned from everything, and I've come to see so many things. Thank God for the revelation from the attitudes of people, the behaviors of people, the actions of people, many things that God has been able to reveal through all of this to me. And I've come to understand that Biafra would only take God, as Mazen Amdekan said. From what I have seen, I can now testify when Mazen Amdekan said it will be the last miracle and it will only take Chukwu Okike to restore Biafra. God will. But now, because the attitudes of our people, oh my God, is putrid. The smell is putrid. The smell is putrid. It is the stench is beyond, beyond what you can endure. I'm telling you, He said, thank you, Ego, thank you so much. The stench is beyond what you can endure. Though, including those you think that are on the right path, including those you think that are reasonable, including those, you just wonder. And you begin to ask yourself questions. What do these people really want? What do these people really want? You see, I understand that it is a spiritual battle and lots of people have been killed because of this. And once there is a fault or one defaults against the spirit of Biafra or the spirit that controls the movement for the freedom of people of God, that evil spirit takes over the heart. It's just like when Saul was called to lead the children of Israel. Suddenly he deviated. Suddenly the evil spirit entered him. Once evil spirit enters you, that is why it is very dangerous for anybody who is on a mission of truth, on a mission that have to do with what Chukwokike has designed. You have to be very, very careful. You have to be very, very, very careful. I am telling you, because you know why? Once you give in for careless thoughts, careless decisions, or you allow yourself to carry out an action or patronize a path that is selfish, once you give that loophole, once you break that edge, the serpent will bite. Once you give that loophole, evil spirits will enter into you and begin to suggest so many things. Before you know it, all the juju, all the things people are doing and fighting spiritually against Biafra and the freedom of people of God will just, that evil spirit will enter you. You'll now become an evil against the movement itself. You'll become an evil. People will be surprised. Why is this person behaving this way? No, the spirit of evil has entered that person. We can see it in the life of Saul. The spirit of evil entered him, even if he was chosen. So you have to be very, very careful. You have to be very, very careful. I want to speak in a language that everybody will understand today. I want to speak in a language that we'll understand. You know, there's something that marvels me. We all know that people have shed their blood. We all know that people have been killed. Look at the deaths. Today, again, look at people being killed. And most of these killings are carried out by the people that Biafrans should trust, or that are trying to let Biafrans trust them, or make Biafrans trust them to help them get freedom, or to